Hey y'all, I'm back with another reading, and today's reading is going to be different than the ones I usually post on here. It's going to be a their point of view reading, meaning this is going to be a reading showing you, giving you the point of view of the person on your mind. All right, that's the intention I set for this particular reading. So yeah, it should be really interesting seeing things from this person's point of view. A lot of times in these type of readings, you get a person maybe like acknowledging certain things, or maybe even admitting certain things that they probably wouldn't admit to you, or haven't admitted to you, or wouldn't even say or express verbally. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into it. So the overall energy of this person, this is somebody who I feel like this person lost you in some way, shape, or form. So this person could be somebody who they lost some type of access to you. I feel like this person is definitely missing you. All right. I'm getting the love energy for this reading for the most part, but if it doesn't have to be a lover, just take it how it resonate. Everything won't be for you. Take what resonate and leave the rest for somebody else. All right. But I'm getting a heavy lover energy. And the reason I say that is because we got this overall energy here of a person who, I feel like somebody here, they may have tried to distract themselves from you in some way, shape, or form, or distract themselves from the separation with you, or whatever transpired between you and them. I see somebody who is in deep regret. Okay. I feel like somebody here, they know that they were wrong. They acknowledge that they were wrong, whether they admitted it or not. I feel like something here it was their fault, and they know it. Okay, they know it was their fault. And it's like the energy of somebody here, I'm not gonna lie, somebody here may have tried to distract themselves by dealing with other people. Okay, because I see this energy here of somebody who they're dissatisfied with other options or other choices, or a choice that they may have in their life in particular, and that's making them miss you even more, because maybe they thought they would be able to replace you or find your energy somewhere else and somewhere in someone else, and I feel like they failed. Okay, I feel like they failed miserably at trying to replace you, or I don't know. But somebody here, I see this apple energy. It says temptation will test you. Okay, so I do feel like somebody here may have given into temptation. Maybe this was a tendency of theirs. Maybe somebody here was swayed or tempted by another option or other options in some way, shape, or form. But somebody here may be realizing that they chose a snake, or maybe you realize that this person was a snake. Take it how it resonates. All right. I feel like somebody here, they ghosted you. Okay. And this person is saying that I ghosted you because it was getting too intense. So this could be somebody who they're used to like surface level situations or connections. They're not used to getting really deep with people or really serious with people. They say, I don't let people in my life easily. This person has trust issues, obviously, but it's always crazy to me how a person will have trust issues, but then they turn around and do things to betray your trust. You know what I'm saying? It's like the energy of a person who they can't trust themselves, so it's like they can't trust you, and maybe they project their insecurities onto you, or, it's like the energy of a person who accuse you of things because they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like somebody here with this hangman reverse energy, this could be a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces, but somebody here is like the energy of a person who they refuse to see something from a different perspective, maybe your perspective, or just they refuse to change the way they're viewing things or seeing things in general. I feel like this is somebody who may be stuck in some type of like negative patterns, and I feel like that's keeping them stagnant. Okay, that's keeping them stagnant. This could have also been somebody who, like I said, when they walked away from you or whatever happened between you, they maybe were very apathetic, like they didn't care about you. They could care less. Like, oh, it's okay, I could replace you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody failed. They failed. Yeah, I see frying pan here. So this card talks about trouble and accusations. I feel like maybe, like I said, this could have been somebody who accused you of certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's because this person themselves were given into temptation in some way, shape, or form. And not to say like maybe you've been tempted at times, or you've had, people try to throw themselves at you. You had tests too, but maybe you didn't fail, or you didn't fold like this person did. All right. But I feel like this could be somebody who, with that trouble and accusations card, this could be somebody who is always in some type of trouble, or they always have some type of like accusations or allegations or something like that against them. Okay. And maybe you caught this person up in some way, shape, or form. But I do feel like this person, The sun reversed, somebody could be a Leo. Clarifying this ghosting energy. I feel like this person, it's something here about this person. First of all, this is somebody who they heavy in their ego. They could be very conceited or very arrogant. But I feel like this is somebody who is very sad. This person is like a very sad person deep down inside. This person could suffer from depression. I'm not gonna lie. And I also feel like this person have like unrealistic expectations, not just of themselves or others, but especially themselves. Okay, and I feel like this is the type of person who they're hard on themselves. So it's like the energy of them projecting how they feel about themselves onto you. Basically, is what it's giving. Yeah, I feel like you know how sometimes people are afraid of being happy, you know, or they sabotage and they ruin good things because they're not used to good things happening to them, because they need to change their perspective. And I see with that Hangman reverse, this is somebody who they refuse to maybe let certain things go, or situations or people or just mindsets, you know, and that's keeping them in this energy of dissatisfaction. I feel like somebody here is very dissatisfied right now, not just with other options or whoever it is that they went towards after you stopped dealing with them, or they ghosted or whatever they did, but I feel like they're just dissatisfied in general in life. Okay, I see dishonesty here. This person says, I will withhold information from you for my benefit. So yeah, I feel like if there were accusations against this person or some type of trouble surrounding this person, I feel like it's because this person was dishonest. It's given where there's smoke, there's fire. I see this Three of Cups reverse energy. So this could be somebody who they like to overindulge. You know what I'm saying? Somebody here, Three of Cups reverse also talks about 3 being a crowd. So maybe there was some type of interference here, a third party situation here. Somebody may have put you in some type of love triangle here. And I feel like they weren't honest about it. Knight of Cups reverse. Somebody could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Heavy Pisces though. It says, I will withhold information from you for my benefit. So this is like a charming person. I'm not gonna lie, somebody who, they could be a smooth talker, but it's like the energy of them being very manipulative emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who, this could have been somebody who was having like one night stands. I'm not gonna lie, or they were cheating on you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe something here was unrequited. It wasn't reciprocated, you know? And I also feel like somebody here, they like to play on your emotions and your feelings. Like, this is the type of person who, maybe you weren't in the best state emotionally, or just maybe you weren't in a good place in your life. Maybe you were down, not in good spirits. And I feel like for some of y'all, this could be the type of person who, they manipulate sad people. You know, like they see a sad person or a person in a vulnerable state as a lick. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that they can unfortunately use or benefit off of, or take advantage of in some way, shape, or form. I also feel like somebody here with this Ram energy, somebody here could have been very stubborn and or aggressive. Okay, somebody could be a Taurus or an Aries. All right, but I see this energy here of this person saying, I wish I could take back my words and my actions. They regret what they said or did. So this person, it's like the energy of somebody knowing that they were wrong. They know something was their fault. They regret it. Okay, and whether they admit it to you or not, because I see this Justice reverse energy. This is the energy of somebody not taking accountability. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody maybe even like avoiding you, casually avoiding you, when they know they were dishonest with the Justice reverse. All right, Justice reverse talks about an injustice. I feel like somebody definitely did you some type of injustice here. There could even be something here about legal trouble or something about the law. Somebody here, this person could be having some type of legal trouble or something right now. Involvement with the law with that gavel energy. Somebody could be a Libra. Okay, but I feel like this person, Knight of Swords reverse, somebody could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this person acted impulsively. Not only that, I feel like this person was very like rude and hurtful in the way that they handled you or the way that they spoke to you with that stubborn, aggressive energy. Somebody here could be very aggressive. All right, even if it's not with their words. I feel like they have this aggressive energy, and it's like an energy of somebody who you can't control them, or they can't control themselves in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just verbally. Okay, but I feel like this person is somebody, they wish they could take back what they said, all right, or what they did. And somebody know they were dead wrong with that Justice reverse. And like I said, somebody here could be having some legal problems, or maybe you had to involve the law in the situation with this person. Somebody could work in the law, or somebody could be corrupt, even be corrupt in some way, shape, or form. Somebody could be involved in illegal activities here. All right, I'm just being honest. But I see with this flute energy, somebody could be a musician, or somebody could also cook, something about cooking. Okay, I see with this flute energy, it talks about disappointment in a friend or lover. So yeah, for some of y'all, this don't have to be a lover. Okay, if this is a friend, family member, whatever, this could be somebody who I feel like now somebody is like missing your energy, you know, and I feel like they could be surrounded by or hanging around other people who, those people don't have the same energy that you have. Those people don't bring to the table what you brought to the table. And it's like the energy of them missing you. Okay, because I feel like somebody may have tried to make you feel like you weren't important and like try to like, you know, brush you off in some way, shape or form and try to distract themselves by hanging out with other people, linking up with other people, getting with other people. But it's like, it's not the same. And not only that, somebody guilty conscience is eating them up. That's what it's giving. Like somebody, they know that they were wrong and they feel guilty about it. What's sad is they might not ever say it to you or express it to you, but I feel like they do feel that. And it's the energy of somebody, like I say, missing you. They missing that energy. And if this is a love situation, somebody realizing like, damn, the temptation wasn't worth it. All I want is you now. Okay, I just saw 11:11 on the timer. All I Want Is You by Miguel and J. Cole could be significant. Okay. But yeah, somebody here, they know that they disappointed you. They know that you're disappointed in them. And I see this energy of a person here saying, I want to treat you the way you deserve to be treated, because they know they mishandled you or mistreated you in some way, shape, or form. I see the Empress here. So male or female, somebody know that you're this Empress. You're this very abundant, nurturing, caring, loving person. All right. They know that you bring a lot to the table. Shit, the Empress is the table. I'm gonna just be real. You can't really replace an Empress. You know what I'm saying? And not to say, I feel like everybody is replaceable, but energy isn't. You feel me? And you're gonna have to get multiple trying to match the energy of an Empress, because the Empress literally represents 4 queens put together. And like I said, male or female, you could be a Taurus or a Libra. You could be somebody here could be a parent. All right, but I feel like you're a very beautiful person, very graceful person. You take care of those that you care about. Even if you don't have children, I feel like you have a very nurturing, motherly energy. All right, you pour into people. Okay, and I feel like you're not with all the drama. Some of y'all, this could be a mother figure, okay, with the Empress, or a family member, because I see tree here. So it says affairs with your family. Some of y'all, don't take it if it don't resonate, but this could be somebody who had an affair with somebody in your family. Take it how it resonates. Maybe somebody you were dealing with, they messed around with somebody in your family or something like that. I see that. I feel that energy. Yeah, because I see skull here. Hidden secrets can harm you. Okay, and I feel like somebody here was definitely dishonest. And maybe they tried to make it like, you know, the accusations were false, or, you know, it wasn't true, or I don't know. But there was some type of dishonesty here. Some type of injustice. Injustice was definitely done to you. I'm not going to lie. And I feel like with this chair empty energy, that's why it says someone is leaving your life. So yeah, that's why maybe somebody ghosted you. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like somebody here walked away from you, or maybe you had to walk away from them, or just, I feel like there's distance. And like I said, I feel like that's why somebody missed you here. I see this Knight of Pentacles. It's like somebody wanted to be more, somebody knowing that you deserve better. And even with the Knight of Pentacles next to the Empress, it's still not giving enough. But I feel like that would be a start. That would have been a start, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very loyal person. The Knight of Pentacles, they finish what they start. You know what I'm saying? They are dedicated. They're hardworking. Somebody is an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're very responsible. You know what I'm saying? They could be a bit stubborn. Somebody here is definitely stubborn, but you know, the Knight of Pentacles is dedicated to whatever it is that they're building and whatever it is that they're working on. And I feel like somebody didn't show you that dedication that you deserve, especially being this Empress energy. And now they regret it big time. Okay? Yeah, I feel like somebody here was more so looking for a good time, you know, chasing thrills or something like that. Refusing to change in some way, shape, or form with that Hangman reverse. I see the Death reverse. Somebody could be a Scorpio too. Heavy Scorpio, heavy Libra energy, heavy Pisces, Leo energy. Okay? Really, it could be any sign, but that's just the energy I see here. And I feel like you were very devoted to a person. Very devoted. I feel like you may have given unconditional love. Maybe even to the detriment of yourself and your needs. Maybe even sacrificing yourself and your needs. Trying to love a person and be there for a person and show up for a person who just betrayed you in some way, shape, or form. But now this person, they miss you, and they know they fucked up. But I feel like somebody here is like them, like the energy of them avoiding you or not taking accountability or responsibility for whatever it is that they did, unfortunately.